story starts with a beautiful, educated, professional black woman trapped in a troubled marriage with a brown-skinned bald dude from Law and Order.
How can you do this to me?
Get out. I'm going to marry this white hussy because you are too virtuous and strong and might make me a better man.
Then, a dude who looks like Shamar Moore shows up as the shirtless, light-skinned gardener who just got out of jail.
Excuse me, may I rake your leaves?
At first, she acts like she doesn't like the light-skinned gardener, but eventually she gets to know him and sees the sensitive side.
Now, I know that to you,
You heard what he said? That's what you call an emotional wall that women put up when they, especially if you're a light-skinned dude, you know, if you dealt with women, you know that women act like they don't like you at first, but they really do. That try to act mean towards you because it's called an emotional wall, and that's what this video is going to be about.
It's a poor light-skinned gardener who can't even afford a shirt. But I love me some Jesus, and I love me some you.
Oh, Lord, thank you, Jesus. I never thought I'd ever be with a man so loving and light-skinned.
And I will always be light-skinned just for you.
Being a good Christian woman, she gives her marriage one last chance because Jesus said so.
I am dark-skinned and bald, so I hate you and I hate Jesus.
Just when the brown-skinned dude from Law and Order is about to hit her, here comes the shirtless gardener.
Hold it right there, bald-headed dude from Law and Order.
The woman and the gardener kiss, having found true love through Jesus.
These shows are crazy. I might do a whole breakdown of these shows and stuff and the roles they want light-skinned dudes to play. But let's get into the video. Be a quick video. It's gonna be short. It should be. But earlier today, I was over somebody's house, somebody that I know, and it's a music video that came on the TV or whatever they had on there. And I remember watching this video when I was a kid. It was basically Beyonce, and she was the song Halo that she got, and she got Michael Ealy in it. And I remember in the video, me being young and childish when I first seen it, I was wondering what she meant by walls. She was like, "Remember those walls I built, but baby they tumbling down." It's in the Halo song. I'm like, what did she mean by walls? And it's not until I got older I knew what she was talking about. But she's not talking about the walls is in her private area. She's talking about what you call an emotional wall. And it's actually very important for you light-skinned cats to know about a woman that she has what you call emotional walls. And you will notice that you experience them, especially when you deal with women, period, but especially when you deal with black women. They have what you call emotional walls. And human beings in general have them, but especially women. All right, so let's read about emotional walls. Emotional walls are a defense mechanism that people create to protect themselves from pain, hurt, or disappointment. They can be formed by past experiences like loss, trauma, or betrayal. Signs of emotional walls: feeling numb and apathetic, anger issues, difficulty expressing your truth, avoiding people or situations, increased stress, anxiety, and worrying, headaches, stomach pains, and other health issues. How to release emotional walls: acknowledge your feelings, work through trauma, practice stillness, making intentional movement, try shadow work, building a support system. And just 1 second. All right, this is female emotional walls, refers to a psychological defense mechanism where a woman creates a barrier around her emotions, preventing others from getting too close and potentially causing her pain, often stemming from past experiences of a hurt or betrayal. Essentially, it's a way to protect herself by limiting emotional vulnerability with others. And I'm pretty sure you light-skinned dudes deal with this when you talk to these females out here. Protective barrier. These walls can act as a shield against emotional harm, preventing someone from fully expressing their feelings or connecting deeply with others. All right. Reasons for building walls: past trauma, relationship issues, low self-esteem, fear of rejection, or having history of being emotionally neglected can all contribute to the creation of emotional walls. And you got to understand, I know you noticed, I noticed while I was on TikTok, which I don't get on too much, but I have been on it for a couple months because I make these videos. You'll notice with these females, it seems like allegedly, a lot of these females don't have they don't really have experiences with light-skinned dudes. A lot of times they just be making it up and they just be saying stuff. But you'll notice how when a light-skinned dude do something, it hurts them more than what another man does it. But also, notice it says low self-esteem. All right, they build up these emotional walls because they have a low self-esteem. Not all people and not all women, but a lot of them do. But here's the big one I want to get to. Fear of rejection. All right. When you are a handsome dude, especially a light-skinned handsome dude, these females fear rejection from you. All right. I'm not just talking about rejection as they also fear rejection as in coming up to you, talking to you, having conversations with you. But also they fear what you call backhand rejection, meaning they're going to get in a relationship and you're going to play them. All right. Because they kind of view light-skinned dudes as having, these handsome dudes that can get any women they want. They can walk down the street and attract a lot of attention. That's how they view you. All right. So they also have a fear of rejection. All right. So when you see these women, especially these black women, they always talk about how they don't do light-skinned dudes and they'd rather date a white guy. It's because a lot of times they just fear rejection as well from a light-skinned cat. So you got to understand a woman's emotional walls and things like that, and just people in general. And, dudes do it too sometimes. You might fear rejection from a broad or anything. But it's usually with women, avoiding intimate conversation, difficulty expressing emotions openly, appearing distant or detached, quickly shutting down discussions about sensitive topics, using sarcasm or humor to deflect emotional vulnerability. And I just want to say something. How can you hold on, let me do this. How you can break down those walls. And it's funny because Beyonce was talking about she said, remember those walls that I built? They're tumbling down. And basically that means that she's getting more comfortable with you. All right, I done had that plenty of times with women where me being a good looking dude, and like before they intimidated, but the more I was around them, it's usually at school, at work or something, the more they get used to me, their walls would come down, their emotional walls, their trust would build. It's like being an introvert, kind of like. The more they're around you, the more they get comfortable around you. Just what it is. All right. So that's just what I want to talk about, just emotional walls and things like that. I'll see y'all in the next one.